by Daylight. There's a little bit of Ash talking over me as we come in the introduction. We're playing a killer round as the Wraith, and we'll take a quick look at his loadout. We have Hex Ruin up to Tier 3 now, so that'll regress generators if I can kick them off. Nurse is calling only Tier 1, but will let me see a little bit of people trying to heal. Discordance will show me when there's more than one survivor on a generator, and pop goes the weasel. Once I hook somebody, I will be able to kick it and regress it. I only have 40 seconds, but I will be able to regress it by 25%, only Tier 1. We have Mud, which will reduce my reappearance time slightly, and the Blink, which will tremendously reduce the time it takes me to cloak back. I have other add-ons I would not mind using, but unfortunately, I do not have very many of them. I have only one of the bone clappers, which will distort where the bell noise is coming from, so kind of confuse survivors at that point. And I also have one of the add-ons that completely eliminates the bell noise, but only one. And I'd like to save that one for a little bit, or at least have more than one to be able to play it whenever I would feel like playing it without losing it. And I don't have a ward to use at this point to keep it. So I have played one game with the add-on that eliminates the bell, and it's actually a little disconcerting even to me playing the Wraith. I'm so used to hearing the bell on the few times I've played him when I'm cloaking and uncloaking. Very strange to see the uncloak or cloak button come up and me hitting the bell and nothing coming through my headphones. So I can only imagine what it must be like for survivors to face a Wraith who is not making any noise when they cloak and uncloak. But hopefully we will have a round with that up and loaded at some point so you can see exactly how it works. It's pretty, it's got to be pretty disturbing. As we're here at the Dead Dog Saloon in Glenvale, I really am never a fan of these Western maps because it is so easy to hide in these weeds. There's so many good spots, but it is a smaller map. Hear them up on this gen already. Well, that's a good start. This guy jumped down, and that's going to be a very nice start for us. Says, can we get up there in time to use our pop goes the weasel? And before they finish that gen, we will be able to. We're gonna, oh, Ruin has already taken care of that for us. Well, little egg on my face there. Healing him under the hook, guys. Not a good idea. Oh, we lost them already. All right, we're just going to pull her right off of that hook. Oh, that was not a wise move there, Claudette. I'll get you on a hook. And I was going to say we had pop, but we don't need it at the moment. Well, we will now. That is the sound of Ruin going bye-bye. All right, well. Claudette, sorry to do, oh, I was going to say sorry to do that to you, but now I'm not so sorry. We ate the decisive. I was not expecting her to have decisive. What? Yep. All right. Get rid of Shack Pallet. That's just a bad swing on our part, but that was a lot better. All right. No decisive for you. All right, we need to get you on a hook. Go over there and kick that generator. All right, give pop to that one. All right, this buddy. See, that pallet is not really going to do you any good there. That pallet is just not going to do you any good there, my friend. All right, do I have a closer hook? I have a much closer hook. No, let's hit you. We're not going to... Yeah, we can definitely do that game. Because here's the thing. I'm still going to be able to hang him. And Claudette, are you really hanging around here? That's bad news for both of you. Oh, that is not good for anybody here, folks. Well, there are times that you can body block a hook. There are other times you can't. Well, the good news is you're still here. We're gonna get you up on a hook. We got pop to get rid of this generator entirely. All right, and we got two people that are hurt and roaming around the area here. Let's get rid of this pallet just so it doesn't bother us again. Now, it's moments like this I wonder if this is a team I'm playing against or if these are just individuals. Usually you don't see a lot of body blocking necessarily. Well, yeah, not tunneling you there, but you know, you did try to body block that hook. Or sabotage that hook. Oh, and you have decisive. Well, I'm absolutely feeling like I'm facing a team at this point. Lots of decisives, and especially on characters I wouldn't normally expect to have it. All right, well, problem here is... Well, the problem is I'm going to lose you. All right. Did lose her there for a second. Trying to figure out where she went exactly. Now I'm trying to figure out where she landed. All right. Oh, no more decisive for you. Oh, and I see you hanging out over there, my friend. All right, we'll give a pop on that. They are at 3 generators. They got her off the hook. So the question is, where did they go to heal? It looks like we picked the right direction. Oh. Pick the right direction for somebody. Alright, see if we can get... Yep, get you to drop the pallet. And on to the next pallet we go. Yeah, we're gonna go give them a surprise. We know the other 2 people, both of whom are injured, are working on that generator. Yep. We're just gonna grab you out of that locker there, hon. And the good news is we're gonna be right over here to pop this gen. And head after our other injured fella. And this is our non-injured friend. In fact, the other person didn't heal himself makes me believe that they're not necessarily together. And that they're not necessarily together, because they would have already gotten together to heal. All right, well, we'll eat another pallet there. But we also know the other person doesn't have self-care. They absolutely would have healed by now. He's been injured for far too long. Well, boy, we're just gonna get rid of every pallet on the map here, aren't we? Another pallet? Really? How many pallets are left on this map? Well, the answer to that is apparently there's a pallet at every corner, because we are absolutely running into pallets left and right here. I feel like when I play Survivor, there is never this many pallets on a map. Now, this guy is running me around for certain. Alright, we need to cloak back up here. Alright, we know this gen is basically regressed. This gen has not got anything going on. So we have a 3-gen setup here. That is that has been very, very pesky guy to chase. We have had no success with him whatsoever. All right. I know, we're going to do this little dance again. All right, we finally got a hit on him. That took long enough. There's Dead Hard. He didn't really need to use it there. That's basically a worthless window vault. That was a worthless window vault. That just slowed him down, if anything. And I could just go right around it. All right. Let you hang here. I do not know where the fourth person is. Oh, I do know where the fourth person is. They were over here. Question is, are they still around here? Oh, that other guy just gave up on the hook. That was his first hook, and he basically gave up. I wasn't camping him. Does that mean the other person is sitting on a hatch? Hatch will sometimes spawn in the street, and it did here as well. All right, well, that leaves 2 doors to patrol. Question is, which door is he going to choose? Boy, they're a decent distance apart here, unfortunately. On the bright side, he is injured. We just got to get 1 hit on him. All right, nothing there. I said we just got to get 1 hit, but boy, these doors are far apart. This is all we can do at this point. We really don't have any perk or anything to really help us identify which door he's headed to. I guess as he's going to make his move near the end, you know, he's not working on either door, it looks like, yet. Like I said, he knows he's a one-shot if I can get to him. Well, I'm not sure what the other person is doing at this point. They're quickly running out of time. Oh, he's over here. Oh, so close, dude. I think the end game's gonna get him before we can get him to this hook, maybe. All right, we will get him up. Just in time before the end game collapse came. He was real close on that door. And he did. He was hurt and he knew he had basically 1 shot. All it was going to take was 1 hit and he was going to be done. I will say that absolutely I do not believe was any sort of, it may have been a couple people together as a group, but it wasn't definitely a full team. That last person wasn't part of one. If he was, he absolutely would have been on an exit, not on an exit door. He absolutely would have been healed at some point during that match before he got to the exit door. And wow, that was a rank 2 player in that lobby. And yeah, if you take a look at that lobby, that's absolutely not a normal lobby. That looks like a bunch of solo queues. What was the shroud there? That was for everyone to start the trial together. So, interesting group of survivors right there. Like I said, I'm not really sure who was together with who, if anybody. We did eat a couple decisives in that match that carried it on a little bit longer, but overall, not a bad round, and a 4K as the Wraith, and that worked about as well as we could have hoped. And a lot of it was we got the early down, Ruin did its job in the very beginning, and then Pop took over once they found Ruin. And at that point, we were able to keep the pressure on and basically get them into a situation where once we started picking them off, just made things easier on our end. So hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you again for watching. I ask that you please hit the like and subscribe buttons and check back with us as we do new Dead by Daylight videos on a daily basis, both killer and survivor rounds. In the meantime, thanks again, and we'll see you in our next Dead by Daylight.